Greetings, ethereal beings, subhuman entities, spectral forms from the great beyond, and any living beings who may be watching. We're back with another episode of Ready to Believe. I've wanted to do that since Frozen Empire came out. We are back live talking more real Ghostbusters tonight. I am your host, Jamie Pale Ryder, and I am joined by
Rob Williams,
as well as
that's you, Ree.
Perfect, excellent, perfect.
Is she
execution.
frozen?
Oh no!
I think she's frozen in fear.
Well, Ree is frozen in fear, which is
I just saw.
Yeah, and we are joined by extra special guest
Steve Hosenose.
I think
as you
we
can
forgot
see,
to tell him it's the wrong Ghostbusters.
Hosenose has been through hair and makeup tonight.
I can't wear this. I'm already way too hot.
That's got to be
No, you gotta
warm,
wear that
dude.
old damn now.
Nope.
So we're basically in stalling mode until Ree gets back online.
For those listening on the podcast, Hose is wearing gorilla suit. Pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, a monkey mask. The outside is representing his inner self. Finally,
There we go.
There's Ree.
there we go. Oh,
And
you
her
are
mic's
muted,
out,
Ree.
so there we go.
It's like one of those British guards that stand outside of Buckingham Palace.
All right, Ree, give us a mic
they're
check.
silent, Hosenose. So
We're doing this live. No, still no. Sorry.
Oh, it's
What?
Ree's OSB.
while Ree's figuring
yes.
things out.
Yeah, we
Or
are.
it's
Oh, this is live. It was hilarious too because Ree was perfectly fine before the countdown.
Oh,
started.
it was like, not a problem.
Yeah. So that's on me for thinking that Ree just her brain blue screen. I think that's only me that does that.
It was Hosenose we were concerned about before we're going live.
And it should be.
I love the background too, Hosenose. That's perfect.
Also, it kind of looks like this guy's like eating a sausage.
Yeah.
Or vomiting something.
Like
That's
off
kind
of
of
your
weird.
mask, out of your mask. Yeah, where's your sailor hat?
My sailor hat. Oh, it's upstairs. I can't put headphones on.
Yeah, you gotta have a sailor's hat, sir.
Oh yeah, that. Are they talking about the guy's pork pie?
No. I know you have one of those. No, I'm talking about the monkey sailor hat.
Sorry, I didn't go.
Are we going to do a Ghostbuster cartoon or like was it Filmation Ghostbuster?
We'll do it for April Fools.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at this guy's proton wand or whatever the thing. It's like a handlebar.
I don't even know.
I think that's a side mirror.
I think it's like a
It
ventriloquist dummy.
beats me, man. It beats the hell out of me. Anyways, while we kind of get started here, I'm gonna do hello.
Hey!
There's Ree.
Sorry, it was all working perfectly right before the stream started. I swear.
That's always the way of it, and of course, because we are live, things go pear-shaped. But thank you for joining us. I'm happy things are working well again. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we're gonna do a quick check-in on chat. So we have VJ Baby and Tony. Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for joining
happy
us.
You're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that had nothing to do with the monkey mask.
No.
Hey, Tony.
Thanks for joining us live.
I love the fact she knew it was you because you're wearing the monkey mask. So.
Yeah.
Not the big name tag.
No, not the name tag.
No, it wasn't the name tag. It was the monkey mask. So.
But yeah, I feel like one day not that I particularly want to, but we should talk about the not real Ghostbusters. The cartoon and the live action. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Anyways,
doing that for a April 1st, I think that's a really cool idea.
Yeah, it'll happen. But today we are not talking about the not real Ghostbusters. We are talking about the real Ghostbusters, specifically the Boogeyman episodes. We were going to hit these ones pretty quickly. Boogeyman's pretty popular. It comes up in the chat a ton when we're asking about what big baddies or what episodes should come up next. So we're getting it in there. First things first, I did actually want to check in with Hosenose. Overall, you're our special guest, and I assume you've watched the episodes.
I did.
Did you watch a show just at a high level, not necessarily these episodes? Did you watch the show when you were growing up?
I did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I started watching this, it's like, oh, I remember this one. Yeah.
Just like all kinds of core memories being unlocked.
Yeah.
Nice.
Some traumatic ones.
You're not kidding, and we're going to get into that. These are perfect
Had nothing to do with
episodes
the
then if
show.
we're talking
That was-
childhood trauma. Hey, weirdos! Thanks for joining us,
Weirdos.
guys. Yeah, this just quickly, kind of before we start diving into the episode, Hosenose, how was the kind of the creep factor for you coming back into it?
It wasn't creepy now. I mean, I'm 48.
Dude, dead inside.
And
I'm a
dead
man
inside.
now.
And I'm dead
Oh,
inside that we
Morgan.
established a long time ago. No, it wasn't. No, I didn't find it too creepy.
Yeah.
I think the design of the character, the Boogeyman's creepy. But I mean, I didn't get all the willies. I even had the lights off watching it. So
Oh,
that was because I had a major headache last night. I'm like, no light.
Oh. Just the reason why I ask is that was one thing that struck me as I kind of got back into this show was just how really creepy a lot of the episodes can be. Like I don't know if it's necessarily like not talking down to kids or just not really caring about scaring the absolute bejesus out of them, but yeah.
I got a
Relevant.
question for Hosenose. Did you collect any of the action figures at all as a kid?
I did not. I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
I had a bad childhood.
Apparently.
No.
Did you?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I had friends that had all the stuff, but I didn't have any.
For those listening, Hosenose is in a lounge chair right now, like he's a psychiatrist.
So, that's right.
Let's just unpack those scars on Hosenose's psyche.
The demons inside, sir. The
Yeah.
boogeyman within.
Rob, did you collect the figures?
No, this was the figures and stuff came out after I was already in high school, I think, when this was I was just kind of stepping away from toys, forcibly being stepping away from toys and action. So yeah, unfortunately, they looked really cool.
Days.
They looked really cool, but yeah, no.
I collected them, and by collected, my parents would buy them for me because I was of the age that was still a cool thing. I think the Egon was my first one, actually.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
I'm probably not going to get the Ecto Glow ones. Again, I'm having to be a little selective about what I pick up. I do have some stuff for some future unboxings.
Ooh.
So that's something we can get into in the future. I do have some stuff. It's just off camera. I just look at it all the time. Yeah, just waiting for the right time. We'll do some unboxings one day.
Funsies.
But yeah, with that, we are going to get into the Boogeyman episodes of Ready to Believe. And the reason why I'm very unprofessionally looking off camera is I am picking out my bookmarks.
I got notes. Yeah.
No, today we are looking at Tobin's Spirit Guide.
Tobin Spirit Guide. There you go.
I meant to bring it out for the Sam Hain episodes and totally forgot. He's in there as well. But we're past that. It's over. I missed my opportunity. Today we are talking about Section 3 of Tobin's Spirit Guide, Meta Specters.
Grab your books, class.
And specifically on page 49, we have the Boogeyman,
Sweet.
which is a class 7 non-corporeal entity. I love the art, but
He's non-corporeal. Didn't he say in the episode he was corporeal?
yes, 100%. They definitely got that backwards, and that that led to some things like their pack's not working properly, which we'll get into.
So, sorry, did you say he's a poltergeist?
He's a metaspecter.
Metaspecter. Okay, because in the
According
game
to
he was a
Tobin's Spirit
poltergeist, and
Yeah.
I guess they had to put him in something. So
He's a metaspecter. He breaks the fourth wall all the time.
Yeah, he's always going meta. So the first episode we're talking about today is the Boogeyman Cometh. Hey, Josh, thanks for joining us.
Josh, how you doing?
So, Boogeyman Cometh, season 1, episode 6, aired October 18th, 1986.
Day after my birthday.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your 20th birthday.
86. I was 13, 14.
All right.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah.
Very close. So this, I was actually
Summer.
revisiting this episode. I was surprised that this wasn't a J. Michael Straczynski episode. As the writer, sorry. They're both Michael Reeves episodes. So I was kind of happy, like, oh, it's not just the Straczynski episodes that are the good ones. We have some other bangers coming out from other writers, which is really nice to see. So just a quick intro, getting it out of the way. Season 1. So we have Arsenio Hall, Maurice LaMarche, Frank Welker, but we still have Lorenzo Music, Laura Summer. We do have Frank Welker doing the voice of Boogeyman in this episode as well.
I
That's probably
thought
why
that's what it was.
he sounds like Megatron.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to interrupt here because I'm the noob and I don't know as much. So when did Uncle Jesse come into things,
Season 3.
and why? Or Joey, or what?
Probably I firmly blame Bill Murray.
Oh yeah.
Of course they're going to ask the stars of the live action show about the cartoon and how they feel about, how their character is portrayed, things like that. Dan Aykroyd is like, well, my guy looks nothing like me. It's not obviously not my voice, and he's the fat one. And they asked Bill Murray and said, well, at least Harold's character sounds like him. My guy sounds like Garfield, which Lorenzo Music was the voice of Garfield back in the day. So I feel like someone somewhere, they were making some changes anyways, based on that focus group Q5 at the network. Like they toned down Janine's look, changed out her voice to be a little more feminine, less like Fran Drescher, I guess, but they also took the opportunity, I guess, to get rid of Lorenzo Music in favor of Dave Coulier. Yeah. It's weird. It grows on you. But
like a rash.
This is season 1. So
Like
so,
shingles.
we do have Lorenzo Music. Quick Cole's notes. The team is hired by a couple of kids with their piggy bank
That was
to
cute.
bust the boogeyman that's coming through their closet and terrorizing them. The cool twist here is that the boogeyman is real, obviously, but there's some baggage there with Egon. Egon has personal history with the boogeyman, hence him starting to investigate the supernatural. Just
So
overall,
Could you say that then without the boogeyman, there wouldn't be the Ghostbusters?
yes. Yeah, I feel like you could. Absolutely. Yeah, at least part of it. I feel kind of bad for Egon as a little nerdy kid getting terrorized by the boogeyman because he is scary as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So before we really dive in, just quickly, Hosenose, for this first episode here, how did it hit for you?
It was pretty good. I mean, like I said, I forgot, most of these, but then as soon as I started watching it, I just instantly came back. I was like, I totally remember this one, right? I thought it was pretty good. Looking back at it now through the eyes of a 48-year-old, it was a little different. Some things
Different how?
I thought, I mean, it's just stupid things, but just like the kids' voices drove me nuts because it's some like adult going, "Oh, I'm a little child. Can I please have? Can you help me?" Like,
That was pretty
drove me
good.
nuts.
You could be a child in the real Ghostbusters.
Here we go. Second career, child voice actor.
Yeah, I totally agree on that part.
Yeah, and Slimer drove me nuts.
Oh, yeah. He's
He was-
very like infantile.
Yeah. And it's funny because Amy wasn't watching this, but she was working in her office and she's like, all I could hear was Slimer going, yep, whatever stupid noises. And she was getting
And that
annoyed.
only seemed to get worse as the show went on too. Because
Yeah, it ramped up.
he's way worse, way more baby like in the later seasons as we got into Slimer and the real Ghostbusters.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But overall, no, I thought the show was cool. Like you said, the Boogeyman character design's awesome. And yeah, I think it was pretty cool. Pretty neat.
Nice. Rob, how about you?
This was fun. It was it was cute when the kids came in with their piggy bank, and it was cute to see Venkman was so kind to them. And it was nice to see it was this warm moment with Winston, which was a little bit out of the blue, but it was kind of like making that connection. But then it dawned on me, like, these kids left their parents' house.
Yep,
Just
in the middle of the night,
streets of New York,
in their PJs.
Downtown Manhattan.
Parents had no friggin' idea.
Yeah.
Hacking a piggy bank out in the open.
No idea they came into the room. No idea. 4 adults with proton packs blasting the door, and it was still a good 30 seconds after it was all over. Like, hey, what's going on here?
You get up. You go check on that. You get up and check.
I don't want to get up.
I mean, also, like you said, downtown New York in the middle of the night, like, and they drove back to the parents' place. That means those kids were on the subway or something to get there.
Yes. Yeah, just making coin noises in their piggy bank as
they
they
were
walk
probably
down the
like
streets.
they were probably asking people for change on the train, like, can you spare some change so we can fight the Boogeyman?
As Barry says, it was the good old days where you just kind of wander the streets and you go home when the lights go on.
That's right.
So, yeah.
When
I
you're
mean,
3.
would it have been more believable if the kids rode over on their bikes?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have changed
Little
the
bit, right?
show
with
completely.
milk
yes.
boxes on the front.
Yeah, 100%.
No,
Yeah.
I get it. It's a cartoon. That's what cartoons do. It was just funny. I'm sitting there watching this. I'm like, boy, the parents. I'm a better parent than this. I feel pretty good about myself.
I
right
love
now.
that when the parents do come in, Ray busts out the flip out.
That
badge.
was so good.
Like, hey,
Yes.
race dance, real Ghostbusters.
Dragnet was playing.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry to inform you that you have a Class 7 non-corporeal entity living in your children's closet. Blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, okay, yeah.
Get 'em,
Are we
Ray.
paying these guys? Like, what's...
I was also
Yeah.
happy that Dream of the Blue Turtles made her come back today in this
It's-
episode. So that's a drinking game for me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, it's just, if you're watching and you're playing the drinking game, you drink basically once an episode. Whenever
That's all I
Rob
need.
says the name of the song and we have no idea what he's talking about.
Sting, Dream of the Blue Turtles. Dee, 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 dee. Did you know that, Hosenose?
No.
It's
Okay.
it's a tenuous connection at best.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you'll hear about it whether you want to or not. Don't
Yeah.
worry, Hosenose.
Awesome. That's like most conversations with Rob.
Ree, how about you? How was this episode for you overall?
First off, can you hear me?
Yes.
I was having tech
Loud and
issues
clear.
again. So
Weirdos think you were
uh,
ghost hunting.
Yep.
yeah,
You got a call.
yeah, yeah.
Ghost and Mike.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed the episode. I like that they had to do a lot of like figuring out how to deal with Boogeyman because he's not just a ghost.
He's not a ghost.
he's a Boogeyman.
Something else.
So I like
He's a
the
meta
conundrum.
specter.
Meta Spectre, yes. Yeah, the problem solving was cool. I feel like they got pretty good like teamwork in.
I like the daisy chaining of the packs
To the
power
ghost bomb,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. That seemed very dangerous and very
Yes,
on
indeed.
brand.
Mhm.
I like that Peter basically sleeps with that ghost bomb as like a Slimer deterrent. He can just threaten him whenever he wants.
Yeah,
Oh, is that where you got the pillow full of slime? Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Slimer had been sleeping on his pillow.
It's like taking a shower and then jumping into bed without drying. It's just like that weird,
Ugh.
gross feeling of
But,
wet
like,
sheets.
Drenching your hair in like hair gel or something
Oh,
and then lay down on
yeah.
your pillow. That would be awful.
You left your conditioner in.
he didn't rinse.
yuck.
It's just
No.
like into bed. I'm tired.
I loved that we got more of the Peter versus Slimer rivalry. We got the ghost bomb as the Chekhov's gun. Yeah, and how did you guys feel about the gag at the start where they're busting Louis the ghost?
Oh,
And he's your typical like gangster. Man, you'll never take me alive. See?
I totally remembered that.
Did you?
As soon as I saw him, that I mean, maybe it's just the way he's drawn, but as soon as I saw him, I heard that voice.
Yeah,
got
right?
this. Yeah.
I love that Egon calls it out. Calls him on his saying. He's like, "Of course we're not going to take you alive. You're a ghost." He's like,
Well,
"Oh,
and
all
it's also
right."
they have like this banter, like
They do.
caught him before, sort of thing, right? Like get back in the box.
I'm trying to figure out who the actor was that did that. It's like, meh, she, meh. I mean, that was a trope in most
That was
cartoons. but
Cagney.
It was Cagney?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at Little Caesar, one of the things.
Yeah,
But
Louis was based on James Cagney.
That was one of the most famous, one of the most famous impersonations back in the time. There was that. There was, anyways, yeah. So I'm just looking at a video of him right now. It looks just like him.
Yeah. Yeah. The Boogeyman not being a ghost definitely causes some problems and comes into play in the next episode as well. Yeah, we have Egon with his history with the Boogeyman. We do have Hosenose. I'm so proud of you. That's something that I noticed right away when I was watching it too, is that Ray calls him a corporeal entity, meaning he's technically not like a ghost or a specter. But the Tobin Spirit Guide does call him a non-corporeal. And maybe that's because of the end of the Boogeyman Returns. Who knows? Speaking of returns, we have Archer in the house from Nerd Affiliated.
Hey, Archer.
Thanks for joining us, Archer. Good to see you. Thanks again for joining us and jumping in the chat.
Are you sure it wasn't Edward G. Robinson? I think that's who it was.
It seems like a pretty gangstery trope, so I'm sure there are several actors who did that kind of tropey gangster act.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one that struck me immediately was Cagney. He's just the most famous kind of like gangster actor that I could think of that does like that kind of shtick. Yeah, how did you guys feel about the Boogeyman as a baddie? Ree, let's start with you.
He's creepy. I would also be very afraid of the Boogeyman.
Right.
If like his head is so big and he's got stupid goat feet and it's just creepy.
He's got British teeth.
Yeah.
For
Arguably
me,
worse than Sam Hain's teeth. Maybe?
Yeah.
Who has worse teeth, Sam Hain or?
Well,
To
are
me, it's
Sam
Boogeyman.
Hain's teeth real teeth, or are they like just carved out of his?
No,
head?
he has pumpkin seeds, but they're spaced out like he's got some sort of disease.
They're like little chiclets.
Yeah.
Little Tic Tacs.
Dude, for me, I don't know about you guys, like I can't argue with the teeth, with the goat hoofs. For me, it's just stubble. For some reason, the stubble on his chin is just, it makes him extra creepy. I don't know why.
It's like when you see like an old guy who hasn't shaved in like a day or two, like my dad. It just looks weird and like, ugh.
Yeah, yeah, it's extra creepy. I don't know why. Rob, how about you? Anything stick out?
Well,
with
his
design?
teeth, first of all, sometimes they were down and sometimes they jet outwards, depending on how it was animated, which made it creepy itself. But the fact that he has a giant head and you look at that thing coming through the closet, through the clothes, and its giant head just comes straight at you, that's got to be creepy in itself. And then when you hear Frank Welker's voice and the Megatron, but it's just like, it was a little less Megatron, a little more, I'm going to crap my pants sort of thing. Big red lips, as Josh says. Yeah, it was just everything. I mean, it's got a bit of clown in there, which is always freaky. And the coolest thing was his hair. I kind of liked his hair. So
He does have pretty cool hair.
It's very punk rock.
yes.
Yeah, absolutely. But yet, that was one thing that got me too. And when I watched this episode again, was how gigantic he is and how big his head is, like coming through the closet door. You're just like, holy shit! Like that's all you can see for the first little bit when the door opens.
So I'll save this for the next episode then. Talking about the size of his giant head.
He's got massive neck and lat muscles.
muscles,
I mean, to carry that melon around. So.
Yeah,
I
we should
was-
mention. he's got that jacket with the tails and the little
Yeah.
bow tie as well,
Yeah.
but nothing
He's
else.
He's fancy.
This
he?
is a special day.
It's just a
Dresses up for
special
the kid.
occasion every time he gets to come out of the closet.
Well,
and
I
scare
mean,
the
you
crap
only
out of
need to
some
wear
kids.
a jacket at the top because the rest is goat, right? You don't put pants on a goat. I don't know.
When do you put pants on a goat?
Yeah, when is appropriate?
That's what I say.
tell
You
us.
don't put pants on a goat, so he wouldn't need pants.
I found there was a lot of similarities between this and obviously the Monsters Inc. Connection. The idea
Oh,
of
yeah.
he
The doors?
feeds off fear and
Yep.
scare. And I kind of dug that. I mean, you see where Monsters Inc. kind of drew from the idea. I mean, maybe it's not an original idea in itself, but I was always thinking about that, which was,
Mhm.
and I even wrote a children's book similar to that. And I guess I was channeling when I was writing it, channeling this whole monsters feed off of fear sort of idea. So
Did he get stronger with fear? Was that the whole thing? Like he'd more fear, he gets stronger.
I
Because
think
it
I don't know if
reminded
he gets stronger, is he just needed it to keep
Mm.
going.
he kind of reminded me of Pennywise too, right? Because that was Pennywise's
bit,
whole
yeah.
thing. Right?
Yeah.
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 It's all about the fear.
Yeah. Yeah, did the voice distract anybody else because he's basically Megatron, or was that fine just because it's a scary voice and it's Frank Welker?
No, it didn't bother me, and I don't think I pieced it together till you guys said it. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. But
This
I
was
think it was creepy how he did it.
But it was, you heard a lot of this voice in the 80s as well. I think Dr. Claw from Inspector
close, yeah.
Gadget.
Mhm.
I mean, anytime
Super.
I think this voice was used as Soundwave before they pitched it as well. So I think they used this as Soundwave's original voice before they
auto-tuned
harmonized it. Yeah, they auto-tuned it. So you hear this type of voice as an evil bad guy, which again, it works, and Welker does a really good job in it. I wasn't thinking Megatron till I think the next episode, his voice slightly changes.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Hmm.
All right. Does anybody have any favorite scenes from this first episode? Rob, we'll go to you first.
There's this one scene after Winston. I think Winston goes to the house, and I don't know why I laughed hard at this. It was just the kid looks out the window and goes, "Hi, Mr. Ghostbuster," and I was just like, I got to use that sound edit for our podcast. It was so good.
That's
"Hi,
right. When he
Mr.
goes
Ghostbuster."
back, because the
Yeah.
Boogeyman came back, and he's basically like staking out the house.
So
See-
why did he go back on his own?
I think he
I
was just worried about the kids.
I feel they were also connecting it just to try to give Winston a connection to where he grew up as well. I feel they were trying to work that in. It's a heavy Egon episode, and Ray and Winston are really not doing a lot in this one. So I think we had to give Winston some sort of storyline where he's connecting with this family, and Ray, well, he gets the actor gets two voices, so he's covered. So I think that's how this one was working.
I do like that they basically made Winston like the team member with heart.
Yeah.
Like he's genuinely worried about the kids and he's looking after them.
He's always been the down to earth person, the real man person.
Yeah.
John Q. Public, because it was just like everybody else is so nerdy and he's just in there like we in Ghostbusters we can't experience it as outsiders through him.
Mhm.
So
I'm just in it for the paycheck.
For 11.5 a year.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Ree, how about you? Any favorite scenes?
I think it's kind of more of a favorite quote than a favorite scene. But
All
it's
right.
when they first go into the Boogeyman land, whatever it's called. And Peter goes,
That's the
as an
theme park.
interior decorator, this guy makes a great boogeyman. Like just I don't know. I just loved it.
It was pretty weird. It was very like
Mhm.
MC Escher-esque.
Yeah.
With nothing really
Yeah.
making sense. Yeah,
Mhm.
100%. I loved Boogeyman Land, as it is now called, forever and ever.
Theme
Yeah.
park, trademark.
Yeah. Hosenose,
Penny.
how about you? Favorite scenes or favorite lines?
I didn't take notes.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
I'm mostly just relying on your
Well, my brain
capacity
was
to
mush
win.
last night when I was watching it. So, but I guess piggybacking on what Reese said, I did like when they first went into Boogeyman land, trademark, and it was cool. I liked the design of it. Yeah, I thought it was pretty neat.
Nice. I'm surprised nobody has brought up, and Josh has in the chat has nailed it. My favorite scene was the sting, where they go around the city looking for apartments for rent where their closets are emitting PKE. So they're checking them all out. They find one where the closet is hot, so they rent it, and they set up a child's bedroom using Ray as bait.
That's right.
To trap the boogeyman. Because like that felt, to me, it felt very movie-esque. Like it reminded me immediately of the live action movies. Like Ray's always like
where he's going down the
got to
pole.
talk to Gozer. He's going down the pole.
This place is great. We should stay here.
Exactly. He's the reason for Stay Puffed. He's the one getting dangled down the line into the sewer above the river of slime. Like, he's always the bait. And I love, like, he's just reconnecting with all these stuffed animals on the bed, and they're all just like, yep, that's our guy. I also like that he was sleeping with a proton pack. That was just good sense.
Yeah.
Unlicensed nuclear accelerators in your bed.
You just kick that one time in your sleep and you're setting everything off. Because that was by his feet.
Yeah.
So
it was
one leg cramp and they're all doomed.
So I'm the only one that liked that scene.
No, it was cute.
Like
the quote that Josh brought up is once upon a time there were 4 Ghostbusters who had a job to do, but they couldn't do it because one of them couldn't go to sleep. The end.
Yeah, I love that Peter is the surrogate grouchy parent there. But yeah, Ray's hilarious in that scene, and I loved it.
There was a freeze frame later on at the end where Venkman gets mad at Slimer because he comes out of the closet of the change closet, and Venkman's eyes were crossed. I love the animation, the early animation of Venkman, where he's got these derby faces, and this one his eyes were totally crossed.
Yeah, it's exaggerated cartoon faces. They're great.
I was gonna say these earlier ones were more felt more anime.
Yes.
Yeah.
The way they're illustrated and everything. Yeah.
And there was multiple studios that were working on the show. So basically any of like the more anime-esque, the good ones, really, they were animated in Japan. And then the other episodes were animated elsewhere. So like they had basically the Japan studios working on the weekly episodes, and then the other studios were working on the daily episodes in syndication. So there's definitely that noticeable change in quality.
Nerd brought up the I was thinking this too. I liked how the parents showed up at the end. How did they not hear any of the yelling of the proton blast?
Well, like the giant explosion coming from the closet.
Yeah.
Deep
that looks like it should have leveled that whole apartment complex.
Was Prozac a thing back at this time?
Oh, probably. It was probably something. Could have been whiskey. Who knows? Yeah, it was the 80s. It was a crazy time. The 80s in New York. The Reagan years.
And the rent was $1,500. And I'm thinking, okay, I know that's cheap now. But yeah,
$1,500. I mean, that's New York rent from what I understand.
Yeah.
It was a Venkman that was going in this neighborhood. He was the one that was getting all uppity about it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I fully expected Egon to drop the neighborhood as like a demilitarized zone line. Anyways, does anybody have anything else to add for the first episode of the Boogeyman Cometh before we move on?
I do. I got a quote here. It's
nice.
It's Venkman talking to Janine. Says, "Remind me to pay you sometime so I can cut your salary." It's a nice little. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah, they get some good digs in there on each other. But yeah, I feel like that's very movie-esque with Peter kind of ragging on Janine and just being super mean to her.
Type something, will you?
Yeah, we're paying for this. Apparently not for her or for her to have any breaks or coworkers.
Nerd Affiliate says, Arch says, as a New Yorker, that neighborhood was luxury for 1,500. So
Archie, do you live in New York? Is that where you're from? We're gonna dox Archer now.
yeah. At 123 Fake Street. Well, I was getting back to us. There was this other scene where they're running through the doors. Very much again like Monsters
through the different.
Inc.
Yeah, I loved that.
They run through this kid's room. The kid freaks out. Then he sees the Ghostbusters. Like, yeah, Ghostbusters.
And the parents are like, and you wanted to live in LA.
He says he's where I'm from, but he's in Boston now.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say
con there.
Like, yeah, check out Nerd Affiliated's latest videos going to Boston Comic Con. Yeah, that's where I was getting confused. I'm crap at U.S. geography, so I don't know how far away Boston is from New York, but
it's on the East Coast.
Is it? Yeah. Anyways, anything else to add for the first episode before we move on? Overall, thumbs up, thumbs down. Best episode ever.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Two tentative thumbs up from Hosenose.
It's the mark. It's bullseye.
Oh, is that your tagline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patent pending. Trademark.
I think I saw a thumbs up from you as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
This is one of my favorite episodes. It's kind of Egon centric. Yeah, it's honestly the reason for the Ghostbusters existing, and yeah, just Egon having like a personal stake in it. I loved it. Awesome. All right.
Good stuff.
Let's move on to the second Boogeyman episode in the Real Ghostbusters season 3, episode 4. The Boogeyman is back.
Spelled differently.
Done.
They spelled Boogeyman differently in this.
Oh,
one.
did they?
Yeah, I don't know why I noticed that. I guess because I was doing the show thumbnail, and I was like,
weird.
Why did they spell Boogeyman with an IE in the first one and with a Y in the second one? So, EY.
Is that Boogeyman?
Yeah.
Bogey.
Well, isn't it in
Boogeyman?
England? Isn't it bogey? Or am I thinking snot? I think it bogies actually.
I think you're thinking of snot.
I'm thinking of yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
Steve 3 was here to help us out with that. So, where are you, Steve 3? Let me down.
So this episode aired October 3rd, 1987. Again, written by Michael Reeves. I could have sworn that the Boogeyman episodes were also J. Michael Straczynski, but I guess just because I like all his episodes and I like these ones. So much to Hosenose's chagrin, we have Dave Coulier as Peter Venkman. We have Arsenio Hall back, Maurice LaMarche, Kath Soucie is now Janine, and Frank Welker as Ray, Slimer, and Boogeyman. This time, I'm excited to talk to you about this one because the opening I did not remember and was a little real. This time, Egon is shaken by a near-death experience atop the World Trade Center in the opening, and his fear allows Boogeyman back into the world after they've sealed him away. Overall, how did this episode hit for you guys? Rio, start with you.
I liked it. I felt really bad for Egon, like just going through the whatever emotions
The trauma.
one would go through. Yeah, the trauma of, almost dying.
Yeah.
It's
something that they don't really show is kind of that real life-threatening danger of what they're doing until Egon falls off a building.
Yeah.
Not a building, one of the tallest buildings ever.
Yes. Yeah, from the skyline, it looked like it was the tallest building in New York. Yeah. Steve, how about you? How did this episode hit for you?
I think the first half was pretty good. The opening, and it's funny because I was watching that and they do the establishing shot and you see the two towers and like, oh shit, this is from the 80s. Like,
yep. Yeah,
two towers down.
The Reagan
right?
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty traumatic moment there. I did find it somewhat, I don't know. He goes over the edge and they didn't seem that concerned.
Yeah.
And then he got picked up by a helicopter. So I don't know how that worked, but
We don't ask questions.
yeah, I know.
That's-
How's a lightsaber work?
Yeah,
I don't know,
it's-
but
it's not that kind of movie, kid.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I do like how later he did address sort of the trauma, and he said, it's okay to be scared sometimes and admit it, sort
Yeah.
of thing. Not the toxic masculine, just compress
Right?
it down into a box
was-
deep inside.
Yeah, that was something I wanted to discuss with you guys. So we'll circle back to that right away. But Rob, I wanted to quickly get to you just regarding your overall thoughts on the episode. But yeah, then I want to talk about that fear.
The best way to get rid of fear is to watch scary movies.
Just scary movie.
But
God, what are you doing?
I enjoyed this episode, not as much as the first one. I think it's because it started to become a lot more kid friendly with the Junior Ghostbusters.
Mhm.
And the way they were talking, I thought this was their first appearance, but it ended up not being.
This was the Junior Ghostbusters' first chronological appearance.
Then I'm really disappointed in that, because they act like they've got history. Because I was watching this, like, at first they started off like these kids are, they're just kids having a sleepover, and I was like, oh, I guess the way it was acted out and scripted, it was like, oh, they haven't met the Ghostbusters yet, but they kind of wanting to do that, and then
They have a PKE meter.
they had a PK.
They have Egon's direct line.
The minute they pulled that PK meter and talked the direct line, is, oh, I guess this isn't the first time. But
It is chronologically. This was their first appearance.
do they do an episode where they meet for the first time? Like,
No.
remember the time when we met?
No.
Well, that's
they
a bit
just got
disappointing.
retconned
Because it's an
and-
off-screen.
Shoehorned in.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't even
It's,
have matching outfits or anything.
well, they did in the last episode with Sam Hain. They all didn't they have outfits or something?
They had jumpsuits.
Yeah, they had jumpsuits.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I that's a little bit disappointing, but and had lots of Slimer, which is
Rob's
good for
mad
those of
that a
us.
children's cartoon retconned in some children.
Children.
Come on, you gotta
Well, stick to the
I
I think they actually had children actors doing the voices this time.
For the boys.
for the
for a
boys,
few
not
of
the
them,
girls.
yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
I think it was Janine who did the girl as well, right?
Yeah. Same as in Halloween 2.5. Yeah, same voice actor.
I mean, if you're going to do an episode, and Barry was mentioning this about there's no flashback. If you're going to do an episode on how Janine got her groove back, then I would think you would have an episode on how the Junior Ghostbusters met the gang. I just kind of, that would be a more interesting story than Janine changing her glasses and ditching the New York accent.
You haven't seen the episode, Rob. We'll get there.
I know. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're talking about the episode. Janine, you've changed. We will definitely be getting to that one. It's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is. Well, we're talking about being meta. That is an actual meta episode talking about basically like retroactively justifying the change in Janine's overall visual design and voice.
Because
They
most
just straight up
kids
talk
care
about it.
about that stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think as a kid I didn't even notice. It's just Janine.
She had a new haircut. Who cares?
Yeah. New haircut, new glasses, new voice. Who dis? Yeah.
It's like Family Matters. They had 3 kids, but we'll just get rid of one of them. And season 3, out you go. Welcome, Miracle. So
Yeah. But I did want to focus in on the aspect of fear in this episode. One, because like one of the most famous sayings associated with the Ghostbusters is excuse me.
that's
That
a
was
good
it
one. I
right
like
now.
that one. That is memorable.
I'm dying. Is I ain't afraid of no ghost. And that is like Rob, I think it was you that talked about, or maybe Steve, sorry, the aspect of like toxic masculinity and not acknowledging your fears or your feelings, but it's ultimately that allows Boogeyman to come back and terrorize people. It was something that struck me at the end where, they finally trap the Boogeyman and the little girl on the Junior Ghostbusters runs up to Egon and says, "Weren't you afraid?" And he goes, "Yeah, and that's okay." I thought that was really sweet. Just that it wasn't, "Oh no, I wasn't afraid. I'm not afraid of anything." Like, yeah, it did that stick out to you guys as you were watching the episode?
Yeah, it was a good message. It was a very good message that you don't notice as a kid, but it's good to normalize that sort of feeling. Because kids get scared all the time.
Mhm.
And Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters show is making a career of scaring the crap out of children.
Mhm.
And with the Boogeyman, so
Aren't you
I mean,
scared,
it's just like
kid? There's a guy with stubble and goat feet.
Old man stubble.
Right. Just like your grandpa, only he's real.
so I agree, yes.
Ree, how about you?
Yeah, that was like one of my top notes that I wrote down. I really like
Nice.
that line.
That's awesome.
As
Hosenose?
someone that is riddled
sorry,
with
Ree.
fear.
Right? I hear ya.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I agree, and I definitely clocked that in my mush brained phase. But I was like, oh yeah, good message. Way to go,
That's
Egon.
cute, right?
Yeah.
Now, we talked about them kind of just retconning in the Junior Ghostbusters, and it makes sense. And I feel like a lot of people rag on the show for making it a little more kid friendly. You know, this was actually the first episode with Slimer's redesign as well to make him a little cuter. So he had a tail in this episode instead of looking like a flying potato or onion, which is something that stuck out to me when we played Spirits Unleashed last. Is the real Ghostbuster skin of his has that tail, and I didn't remember it. But yeah, this was his first appearance with the tail, so him being a little bit cuter. This is first Junior Ghostbusters. But I wanted to talk to you about the Junior Ghostbusters specifically, mostly because there's that scene where the Boogeyman comes out, Ghostbusters blast him out of the window of the firehouse, and he immediately goes after those kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, that actually kind of raises the stakes a little bit, having like a group of children that the Ghostbusters personally know and care about. Like, it's not just, you know, Janine being the damsel in distress. Like, no, the bad guy went right after those kids.
Gonna get you where it hurts.
Right? Yeah, so like obviously it's a little bit kid friendly that, you know, they added a group of kids and they get involved in the hijinks and whatnot, but it did kind of to me it raised the stakes at the same time. Did you guys get that at all?
I think the Boogeyman kind of hung around like Sun Tzu when he was a child, and the art of war was something that was built through this moment.
Defenses.
Yeah, probing the fences, look at their weak points,
finding their weaknesses.
By the way, I love how Archer's now literally listening to us as he watches through.
Oh yeah,
that's the welcome to the commentary, so Archer.
Yeah, yeah.
I did find that interesting, but this is something that I brought up earlier. The size of the Boogeyman,
right?
Because in the first episode, we're talking about his giant head that can barely fit through this closet, and then in this, he's like a little Oompa Loompa. He's like, he jumps out the window and he's kind of running down the street. He just like shrunk. And maybe this is
change sizes at will. Because like he was a little bit bigger when he jumped down the fire escape to scare Ray. Like,
yeah.
I have a silly theory about that.
Oh?
It's literally just for giggles, but I feel like maybe he is different size depending on how much fear he's feeding off of, perhaps.
That makes sense.
He was starving for a long time.
Yeah, at this point he would have been starving for fear. Absolutely.
That's why he's
Can you
going straight to
imagine
the
a
children.
Boogeyman that's just like this big? Like just a little
wiener running around. Just,
yeah.
You just kick him like
slightly
a football.
slightly less scary.
There's a couple other things I wanted to talk to you guys about in this one. I did find a quote from J. Michael Straczynski as I was looking it up, saying that he never would have used the Junior Ghostbusters in an episode. He's more of the leaning into the occult scariness. And yeah, I feel like he was personally offended by the addition of the group of kids. Which is funny because, like I said earlier, I thought for sure that he had written these episodes just because of how creepy they were. But the other thing that that I wanted to chat with you guys about was we have Slimer being on the job with the Ghostbusters at the start on top of the World Trade Center, just like goofing off.
Cheering them on.
Yeah. Like pretending to shoot the ghost.
He's the hype man.
I guess. Yeah. He's like their
cosplay.
cheerleader. He's like the Firehouse Dalmatian, their pet.
Oh, it's funny. I was watching this when I was watching this. There was a scene where Egon goes down the spiral staircase. You mentioned the firehouse, and reminded me of a fact that I've just learned. Listened to a podcast called Lateral. It's a great if you like quiz. It's sort of a quiz fun fact podcast. I learned why they have spiral staircases and poles instead of regular staircases. Do you guys know why? Because in the old times, what would pull fire engines or anything like that? It wasn't car operated.
Horses.
It was horses. So they kept the hay and the food for the horses upstairs. If they had stairwells, the horses constantly would go climb up the stairs to eat it, but don't know how to climb down. So they had spiral staircases and poles instead to keep the horses. And the first firehouse to do this was just like, it works, and everybody was making fun of them. It became a natural part of the build of the firehouse now. And that was a long story, but I was just like, when I saw him going down the spiral staircase, I'm like, no horses upstairs. I was just immediately thinking that. So.
I did notice the spiral staircase. That wasn't in the movie though, right? In the actual fire hall?
No, in the live action fire hall, they have stairs.
Yeah, so I noticed that. I'm like, I've never seen a pole go down through the middle of a spiral staircase before.
No.
And now we know why. It's all about the horses.
Well, that pole I think was just meant for the staircase itself.
Oh, so they're not sliding down the pole in between all the stairs.
Can you
That's
imagine
really
trying
dangerous.
to avoid the stairs?
Ow, God.
Yeah, like catching your elbows and shit, and getting halfway down and maybe getting stuck.
Well, that's what it looked like though, the way it was drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Again,
okay.
We should comment on who wore it best in the Ghostbusters PJs.
I was laughing so hard with this one.
So we have Peter and we have Ray in their very sensible, very, very standard 2-piece PJs with vertical stripes, just different colors.
Matching.
Matching. Yeah.
And
then we have Egon wearing his nightgown thing that we commented on last time.
With the hat, yeah.
Yeah, he's just missing a little candle holder.
The candle on a
but then Winston does look like he's wearing a karate gi.
Yeah, it did.
For PJs. And like, not even like, it looks like a karate gi he would have had when he was a child. Because they were like, the sleeves and legs were really short. But it even looked like he had like a martial arts belt wrapped around his waist. Especially like the scene where he like leaps out of bed to the pack that's just by the door. I'm like, I noticed that as well, Archer. I'm like,
I think it's because the 80s and karate was big in the 80s, right?
Oh, it was huge. Karate.
It was big in the 80s, especially around 86.
And as Archer says, he has a black belt.
He does have a black
Dude's
belt.
a black belt.
Don't mess with Winston.
I would not be surprised. He's got his proton pack. It's like sleeping with a gun under your pillow. Like he's just got the proton pack like right beside the bed for occasions such as this, where Egon decides that falling off a building wasn't enough, and he decides to watch scary movies in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
and welcomes him back into the world Class 7 corporeal entities. Sorry, I was wondering if anybody was going to bring up the PJs.
I have literally written down Winston's wearing a karate gi. Lol. Yeah. So
amazing. Yeah. It's funny how often we see the Ghostbusters in their pajamas. I feel like that's just perpetuating that like the child dream of living in the firehouse with your friends, and just that's your clubhouse. Yeah, with a fire pole. And that's just you guys all live there, and it's the best. You do everything together. Yeah. So we end up seeing them in their PJs a lot.
But kudos to them for actually staying in the PJs as they run through New York. Like I was like half expecting them to change.
Bare feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen the neighborhood the firehouse is in.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been in New York.
Needles.
Nope.
Yeah. Is that human feces?
Yeah. No, I love that they ran out into the night in their PJs because there was no time to get changed.
It's commitment.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they take their jobs very seriously.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
What?
Rob, I just saw what you did. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, he does that.
Bustin makes me feel wizard.
Sorry.
I
figured.
changed this for those listening. We all have these little sayings or little tags. I've got Outer and Rookie, Ree's got Pipsqueak, and Hosenose Bustin makes you feel good, but I changed it to wizard because I have that power.
Yep. And far be it from Rob not to abuse his power.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, everybody. Sidetracked, but that was Rob doing that.
So back on track, the episode ends with the Boogeyman basically remaking a theme park in his image to be the new, what was it called, Ree?
Boogeyman Land 2.
Boogeyman Land 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Mhm.
And just to scare the hell out of everybody again, Egon invents a thing that makes him corporeal so they can actually trap him and not just toss him through a window with their proton packs
and stay out.
Yeah. So they end up trapping the Boogeyman and he's theoretically gone forever. And yeah, overall, what did you guys think about this episode compared to the first one? Steve, we'll start with you.
I didn't think it was as good as the first one.
Yeah? Why not?
The children? I don't know. I
the children and Slimer.
Yeah.
No, I just didn't. I think it was just trying to hit the same notes as the first one, kind of rehashing a bit.
A little bit, yeah.
But again, I was on a class 9 headache when I was watching this, so I didn't really know what room I was in.
Oh, that sucks. Ree, how about you?
I liked it. I don't know if I could tell you which one I liked more out of the two. But
they're pretty similar.
I will say, maybe controversially, I love Slimer. I love that he's annoying. I just find him adorable, and
he's pretty cute.
Yeah. I did not notice his redesign though. So I feel like a sham.
Yeah, he went to
Slimer.
the gym. He's got like more developed arms. Yeah, there he is in the picture.
Mostly they just gave him a tail.
And I have a green screen. I have like the actual I'm literally holding a green Slimer on a green screen.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm showing it to you is because this is the popcorn bucket. Hang on for a sec here. This is the popcorn bucket. So for Slimer, and he has a butt. They ain't going to allow that on cartoons.
That's the original design because he's got the butt crack.
And that is a huge slice of cake right there. So
he's got cake for days.
Did you notice how he slept in this episode? He wasn't
yes, I had that written down too.
He was floating in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had a blanket on him.
Yeah.
And a little cap. He had a sleeping cap on like Egon.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It was adorable.
Rob, how about you? How did this episode land compared to the first one for you?
Weirdos fun fact: we just like Slimer.
It's fair.
I like the first one better than the second one, but the second one gave me a lot more of fun moments, which we'll get into later. But it's just like, yeah, it was a not as well written as the first one, and I had a lot to do with the Junior Ghostbusters and stuff. But Egon's storyline was great, and I think that we need the Junior Ghostbusters to get Egon back to the hero mode for this episode. But then again, maybe not actually.
Egon did have a pretty good hero moment when he busts free of the ropes at the end, and he jump kicked a ghost.
I got that written down too. Side kicking one ghost and a slide into the proton pack.
As a nerdy kid, Jason, I think, throws him the proton pack.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
See the one with the flat top?
Yeah, the glasses. Yeah, the nerdy one.
Yeah,
right?
you can set a clock too.
Yeah, Johnny Unitas, we'll call him.
Guile from Street Fighter.
Hey.
Sorry, Hosenose, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to ask, kind of just popped in my mind, but the helicopter from the beginning, did that eventually get turned into a toy? Or
It
was
did.
it a toy?
Yeah. The
Okay.
Ecto 3, I think.
It
Is
had
it?
to.
It's not safe. If he raises his hands,
Oh,
those are
yeah.
coming right off.
Yeah, the prop is right there. It's good for catching falling Ghostbusters, though.
That's true. Yeah. Just kind of rotate it upside down.
I was laughing at that because the copters, he would just go through the blades to
Yeah.
grab onto the copter. I've seen like this YouTube channel called How Ridiculous, 3 Aussies from Perth who are chucking things off of like tall buildings and watermelons and trampolines, and they have this one thing where they have this copter blade just spinning, and they would drop things, and some things would go through the copter blade, and immediately I thought about that. It's like he went so fast, he went through the copter blade but grabbed onto the handle, or either Winston went sideways like Airwolf and just grabbed him. So
see, that's the theory I subscribe to, is the Airwolf theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Jan Vincent showed up for some reason.
Right. Right. Yeah. I distinctly remember the toy helicopter as a kid. Yeah, I love it. Anyways, anybody have any favorite scenes or lines from this one? Ree, we'll start with you.
I have a couple, and they are all Slimer related. So sorry, not sorry.
Strap yourselves in, everybody.
The first one I think was near the beginning when they were all going to sleep, and I think they're all in the bed, and then Slimer goes to turn off the light, and he like flicks it a handful of times before actually turning it off. I love that. He's being
Was
a
that
little
his
kid.
OCD? I was wondering about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Monk.
And then the other one, I think happened not long after that, when Egon couldn't fall asleep, and he runs into Slimer. And they both kind of get a little scared, and Slimer's like, "Oh, I was thirsty."
Yeah.
And then the next time you see him, he doesn't have his cup of water. He has a whole tray of desserts.
That food bill.
Oh, it was so funny. I loved it.
That's awesome.
I think that was those are the main ones.
Nice. That's awesome, Ree.
Their food
How's
bill
it-
must be through the roof.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's eating all the time. Hosenose, how about you? Any favorite scenes or favorite lines?
I can't say anything.
Children.
Children. I will say, okay, maybe right at the beginning where where he falls off the World Trade Center. The fact that they were fighting on top of the World Trade Center, I thought was pretty cool.
That is pretty sweet.
Some of the creature designs, maybe this is my D&D side, but were kind of reminding me of creatures. The one they were fighting in the top of the Trade Center reminded me of a beholder, because that big eye, and it was shooting. Rays
shooting like
at
laser
them all the
beams.
time, and had like little. So
yeah,
I'm gonna go with that.
Nice.
That is all.
Rob, how about you?
I didn't know that was the World Trade Center till after they got back, and they mentioned after they were kind of recapping the moment that happened, and I was like, it didn't seem high enough to be the World Trade Center the way it was.
I was just gonna say that was not to scale.
They were on like maybe the 30th floor at most or so, but it was just like, we talked about most of the favorite scenes, like from like Slimer sleeping and go floating and stuff like that. Like we've mentioned most of it really. I was looking to see if this was the episode where you have your animation cell, Jamie, because your animation cell is they're not in the car because they don't have seatbelt on. They have shoulder belts on in your animation cell. And I was like, ooh, there's a roller coaster in this land. And I thought for sure they're maybe strapped in a roller coaster, and it went too quick. But the animation is really good. I really enjoyed the animation in this, but I thought for sure maybe this was the epised where your animation cell was in there. But
one thing I know about Boogeyman Land is they're big on safety.
Yes.
If you're gonna ride that roller coaster, he's gonna make sure you're all strapped in.
They don't want to get sued. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have kids wanting to ride roller coasters like the real Ghostbusters without safety measures.
Yeah, that would be scary.
So for me, one of my favorite moments was that the ghost at the start. I loved his design. It was very D&D-esque. And it was just really cool. He looked scary. Like, yeah, I love the design, and that's something that always sticks out to me kind of throughout the whole series is some of their ghost designs are really cool and super creepy. I love it.
Have you clocked any that you've seen in like the video game, like in Spirits Unleashed or anything? Like that they've reused or anything?
Not yet.
I was wondering that.
That's a good question, actually. There's a few like there's one that was a toy from the Kenner line with the big eyeball. And then he made an appearance in Afterlife at the end.
It's the one the eyeball comes out.
Yeah.
And you can swing around.
Yeah, and you like whip it around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's definitely happened. I'll have to look again, like other than the named ones. Yeah, that's a great question. I'll have to go and look.
One of my favorite games to play by myself and watching these episodes is name his past occupation. These ghosts, I'm assuming most of them were human at one point. Like we had the gangster. I think I'm assuming it was Fredo from the Ghostbusters, sleeping with the fishes. But I mean, it's just like every time I see a ghost, I'm like, what was their past occupation? We had the Manta Ray one, and we figured he was a crane operator, or working in an aquarium, one of the two,
or an arsonist, or both.
You could be both.
Yeah,
you could be an arsonist,
a crane operator.
Yeah, there was this Manta Ray that
operated a crane.
Operated a crane.
Okay. All right.
Crane certified.
Like a manta with a shark head that lit fires. But yeah, at one point he just straight up operates a crane.
That's awesome.
Not every ghost is human based. Like I'm assuming Slimer.
Definitely some demons in there.
Yeah, you would think so. Some kind of like just pure manifestations of evil.
Well, that's what Stay Puft was, right?
Yeah,
Stay Puft
and like
wasn't anything.
Sam Hain is the spirit of Halloween.
Yeah, but some of these regular ghosts, I always try to figure out what their occupation was. And so when I was watching that first scene, I was thinking, I don't know, but it seemed like a gym bro. It was just like, I think it was one of those guys.
How much you benched, dude?
I can bench press your house.
Just to start wrapping things up, my other favorite scene was the scene where Egon breaks out of the ropes at the end and goes like full John Wick mode. Like I'm pretty sure he punches a ghost on the way by or like shoves him and then jumps and kicks one and then slides under the legs of one and turns around like mid move and blasts Boogeyman. Yeah, that was sweet. I loved it. Any final thoughts on this episode?
This was a fun episode. I was happy about these choices. Yeah, it was fun to watch the Boogeyman episodes.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was good for me, that instant recall. As soon as I saw that Boogeyman, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. So that was really cool.
That's awesome. Rob, any final thoughts?
No,
overall 2 thumbs up, both episodes.
So far, I'm really happy. These have been all good episodes. Yeah.
We've started off with some solid ones for sure, and they're not all going to be like that as we kind of get into the weeds a little bit. So, yeah,
I want to come back for the Janine Gets a Makeover episode.
Done. We won't make that happen.
Sweet.
All right.
I'd want to go on a bit of a tangent and ask you, Jamie, because you're the Ghostbuster expert in the group. And you might have talked about this already, and I have my theories, but why were the animated characters so different than the real life? Was it the actors? Legal stuff?
Likeness rights.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Like Maurice LaMarche was specifically asked during his casting not to do a Harold Ramis impression because of that aspect. They didn't want Harold Ramis to sue them. He did it anyways, and he got the job. But yeah, like... Lorenzo Music vaguely sounds like Bill Murray, but like Ray doesn't sound anything like Dan Aykroyd,
but has that childlike wonder. You catch the essence of the person.
I think for me, it was just like visually, it's Egon's.
Oh, they're so different.
Blonde pompadour that has that rat tail.
Yeah,
I've always wondered what the hell that was.
That's the biggest offender. of the visual switch. But yeah, it's literally just likeness. They didn't want to get sued for likeness rights.
Slimer's ass is insured. Like
Insured.
you don't want to be copying that butt. You need to put a tail on it, or else you're getting your ass sued. So
You have a fixation with Slimer's ass.
Yeah,
it's cake, sir.
there's a reason why Rob got the popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
Which way does Slimer face when you have him on display, Rob? Just asking for a friend.
It rotates on a pedestal.
Yeah.
I just watch it once in a while and go, ooh.
Which side is dusty and which one isn't?
The inside's dusty.
Yeah. So just to kind of wrap things up, a little, I guess it was a couple of weeks ago now, Rob, you shared a link to a documentary on YouTube called Slimer Wouldn't Do That. It was basically the making of the real Ghostbusters. And it had a clip of Harold Ramis that I had seen separately, which I really loved. We'll have to include a link to it because it's awesome. And you get to experience Frank Welker in person doing the Slimer voice, which is surreal.
Totally forgot about it. Yes, thank you.
But yeah, Harold Ramis has a good kind of quote in there, talking about, finding out from educators and psychologists that Ghostbusters is good for children to play for a number of reasons. It's non-competitive, it's people together against the unknown, and it helps kids be confident and unafraid of the supernatural. Which I thought was super cool. And yeah, totally fair. And it stuck out to me because this episode, or these two episodes, are all about fear and a monster that feeds on them, and especially with the kids.
That's like Jim Henson and the Dark Crystal, right? It's okay to scare kids. It's good for them, right? His whole thing. Movie's awesome.
You gotta bring that back.
I don't think those messages are the same. I was doing.
It's okay to scare them. We got to learn to deal with things.
For me, I love that Ghostbusters is also rooted in science. They're always looking for a scientific explanation to things too. But yeah, I love just watching Harold Ramis talking about, being happy that Ghostbusters helps kids not be afraid of the unknown and maybe sleep a little bit better at night. That was really cool. But
I'm going to put a link to that in our
awesome
description right now.
Yeah, it's a great documentary. It's full of 80s cheese. Cool. Yeah, you get to see the voice actors doing their thing, especially Frank Welker. And yeah, there's some interviews with Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis in there, which is awesome.
Okay, question about that though.
Yeah.
I know for me, I didn't want to see voice actors for the longest time because then I would picture the actor.
Yeah.
So did you guys ever feel that way with voice actors?
Not as a kid. I definitely do now though.
Ray looks like the character of Ray looks like the voice actor.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got some goofy glasses. I mean, Maurice LaMarche looks nothing like Egon or Harold Ramis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lorenzo Music looks like a lounge singer. And I mean, I feel like any child of the 80s and early 90s knows what Arsenio Hall looks like. But with that in mind, let's wrap things up. Thank you, Hosenose, for joining us for this. We're going to have you back for Janine, You've Changed. So I will let you know when that comes up.
Awesome.
He's officially a junior Ghostbuster now.
It was fun to be here talking about Ghostbusters.
Awesome.
Just going right past that.
I'm happy. Yeah, we'll definitely have you back on. In the meantime, where can the people at home find you?
Find me? You can find me on the gram, as the kids say, at Hosenose Paints for all your mediocre D&D mini paintings. Don't bother. I haven't done anything in months.
Well, the stuff that you have done in the past is awesome. Definitely check them out.
Well, thank you. I got some beholders on there.
Nice. Yeah, paint one up like the monster from The Boogeyman Returns.
Ooh.
You'll also see him on a few of our videos where we go ghostbusting in Victoria or Vancouver Comic and Toy Show. So
absolutely. Yeah. Steve is a member of the local ghostbusting crew. And it's always a blast suiting up with you.
Indeed. Even if your suit might be a little tight.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Ree,
Ree,
how
where
about
can we
you?
find you?
Yeah.
I forget what I said last time, but at events in the background of Ready to Believe videos, probably. You know, out
So
and about.
for those that don't know, Ree is a local Ghostbuster, member of the BC Ghostbusters. She's also active in the 501st Legion and Rebel Legion, and is the
Thanks,
current
Rob, I love that.
CEO of the Rebel Legion in BC.
We salute you. I don't.
I'm not
You're
doing it
Rebel.
back.
Rob, how about you? Where can we find you?
I'm also EXO. I've been handpicked by Ree. I feel honored.
Top men.
I'm a junior rebel buster. I don't know. Find me on the Outer Rim Rookie Show, where I'm building an ADAT driver helmet costume, whole thing, and so I'm editing some more videos to put up, hopefully before the end of summer. That's the goal. And obviously we host the Generation X-Wing podcast every second Thursday, and next episode we'll be doing a movie review on everybody's favorite movie, Batman and Robin. So,
Ooh, we are?
Yeah. Well, Steve just found out the bad news.
what are you talking about?
It's better than WWW.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know.
No, it's not.
Anyway, we'll save that for the podcast.
Yeah. As for me, you can find me on the Generation X-Wing podcast every second Thursday, and when we're live, you can also find us doing Ghostbusters tools and talent stuff. Oh, that's awesome! I was wondering about that. Such a good hat.
The Clippers
Yeah,
hat.
Rob will include a link to Tools and Talent. They just released some merch.
Yep.
And I'm sure they will be going gangbusters as soon as the 84 pack is kind of starting to hit people's hands. And we'll have a discount code below for
Yep.
Tools and Talent merch and pack upgrades.
It's already there.
Sweet.
Yeah. Link below.
Other than that, yeah, we'll keep putting out Ready to Believe content. We're going to be doing live episodes, still talking real Ghostbusters every Tuesday for the foreseeable future. And we'll have some other stuff coming out too. We'll do some unboxing and some other things.
Woo.
Funsies.
With
All right.
that, thanks everyone for talking real Ghostbusters with me again, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Thank you, James.
Bye, Mr. Ghostbuster.
We're ready to
To
believe
believe you.
Love it.
You
It's so hard to
bastard.
do live.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
in the chat.